up, everybody? Enderheart Studios here with another Gravity Falls fanfiction reading. Today we will be reading Demented by RockyTop767. And today we'll be reading, starting off from chapter 10. And, yep. Let's just get right into it. No announcements or anything? Let's go. Gotta get ready for the Bill's voice. Bill's POV. The morning. Perfect. I wake up and notice Mabel is already awake. I get up and get ready for the day. I knew today was going to be special. As I exited the room, Dipper flew in front of me. Bill, get out of my body, he demanded. Oh wait, did I already read this chapter? I already read this chapter. Fail. Okay, let's go to the next chapter. Okay. Dipper's POV. Dipper's POV. I went to the room and sat on my bed. I can't believe this. They all look at me like I'm insane. I told you no one would believe you. I heard Bill's taunting voice. I tried to shove him away. What I needed was a walk. I heard footsteps coming up. Mabel appeared. Dipper? Are you okay? She asked. No, but why do you care? I mumbled. 'Cause I'm your sister, Mabel replied. Mabel, you have to believe me, please, I begged her. She looked at me. I want to believe you. Trust me, Mabel said. Mabel replied. Mabel! Mabel! Grogglestan called from downstairs. Mabel got up. See you later, bro, she said. I was left alone. I decided to go out for some fresh air. I was walking around the woods when my head started hurting. I felt myself slipping away. Then Bill took over again. Except I could see through my eyes and was pushed away from the real world, but could somehow see through my body. Bill was the one in control now, and all I could do was watch. Good to be back again, Bill smiled. Not really, I thought. Don't be such a downer, Pine Tree. I better get back to the shack, Bill said as he made his way back. He ran to Mabel. There you are, she said. Hey, Mabel, I was just walking, Bill said. You sound sort of funny, she answered. She advanced towards Bill until he backed up into a tree. Interrogation time, she said. If there really is a demon inside you, Dipper, I highly suggest that he gets out. What would he want with you anyway? Mabel questioned. Why all these questions? Bill asked, still against the tree. Trust me, Mabel said. Mabel went on, ignoring the question. My brother's body... Oh, this is confusing. My brother's body is the worst. I mean, he's small, pale, and no muscles, she said. Gee, thanks a lot, I thought. Well, be assured, sis. I'm fine. I'm just being a bit paranoid, Bill said. Mabel still looked suspicious, but let Bill go. Let Bill go. I'm sorry. Not sorry. Later that night, I found myself in front of Mabel's bed. I just stood there watching her. She was tucked beneath the covers with just enough room to breathe. I hate it when that happens. I can't breathe at night. I found myself thinking, what if I made it to where she couldn't? Wait, no! I wasn't supposed to be thinking like that. I would never hurt Mabel, Stan, Seuss, or anyone. I forced myself to get into bed, but it was no better. I was in the mystery shack. It was nighttime. It was eerily quiet. I nervously walked to the living room. It was a bit messed up. It was a bit messy, but no one was there. Strange. I went into the kitchen. No one. I went into the kitchen. No one. I went upstairs, scared now. Stan wasn't in his room. I couldn't find Seuss. Seuss is at his house. There. I knew Wendy was probably at her house. I opened me and Mabel's room. Still, no one. What's going on? Where was everyone? Oh, is he in the mindscape again? I went to the bathroom and jumped when I saw my reflection. It's just me. I sighed and flicked on the lights. I nearly scream at what I see. It's still me, but it's not. I stand there, my clothes ragged a bit and my hair messed up. There's stuff on my clothes and I'm afraid to know what it is. I looked like I was in a scuffle with someone. I looked crazy. The silence unsettled me. Where was everyone? Why did I have this terrible feeling that I had something to do with their disappearance? What did you make me do? I whispered to myself. Bill, he did this. What did you make me do? I yell at myself, scared and angry. My reflection grinned back at me. No, Pine Tree. What did I make us do? He laughed. No, no! I said, screaming, covering my ears. I love these insanity stories for some weird reason. Mabel's POV. I woke up to a noise. It was yelling. I flew to the bathroom, which seemed to be the source. I threw open the door and ran in. Dipper was on the floor screaming and crying. Dipper! Dipper, wake up! I yelled, trying to wake him. He kept thrashing around, so I pulled him into a hug. He woke up still crying, but eventually stopped flailing. Dipper, just calm down. It was a nightmare. Probably. What are you doing in here? I asked. Bill! Dipper managed to squeak. There's no Bill here. Calm down. I thought you said you were overreacting. I said, sitting him up. Dipper just curled in... This is so cute. Dipper just curled into a ball, quietly looking everywhere. It was my dream. It was my dream. I did something terrible, he cried. It's okay now, I soothed him. Bill isn't here. Oh wait, that's Bill isn't here and nothing happened. I helped Dipper up and guided him to his bed. Try to sleep, I said. Dipper nodded, still curled up. Here, I'll lay next to you if you want. I smiled and got under the covers. Soon, he was fast asleep. Dipper's POV. That was just horrible. I was exhausted the next day, and I couldn't get the image of me out of my head. It was a slow day at the Mystery Shack. Mabel promised to tell no one about what happened. That's good, I guess. I had to get control of myself. This couldn't be happening. Bill's POV. Keep telling yourself that, Pine Tree. Well, I was able to push him back without protest, so we're getting somewhere. As for me, it's my time. I look around to see the usual going on. Sis was fixing a light bulb, Stan was counting money, Mabel was admiring her new sweater, and Wendy was being bored. I looked at a newt eyeball and sighed. What chaos should Dipper be responsible for today? I think I have an idea. Chapter 13. Bill's POV. I walked over to Wendy. Hey, Dipper, what's up? She said. I smiled. Nothing. Hey, I actually wanted to tell you something, I said. Really? Here, hold on. Wendy put up her on break sign. Time to make Dipper's dreams come true. Dun, dun, dun. Come this way. I took her hand and we went through the door that said employees only. So, what did you want to tell me? Wendy asked. I looked at her. Well, you see, Wendy, ever since I came here for the summer, I kind of had feelings. I can't believe I'm reading this. I said. Wendy looked up at me. I mean, about you. I touched her hand. Really? She asked, surprised. Yeah, I think you're an amazing person, and I want to maybe give us a chance. I moved closer. Dipper, are you serious? Wendy asked, stepping back. As serious as ever. I really mean it, Wendy. I answered. Dipper, I think that's really sweet of you and all, but we would never work. I mean, I'm way older than you, dude. she said. I continued to smile again and move closer. I mean, you're just so pretty. I moved her hair from her face. Okay, this is getting weird now. I have to get back to work, Wendy said, trying to move around me. Where are you going? I asked, stepping in front of her. Don't you love me? I asked. Dipper, let me out, she said, trying to move. I don't think you're going anywhere, I smiled. Just back off, okay? Wendy pushed me and went out the door. Perfect. Dipper's POV. Why would Bill do that? He just scared Wendy away. He made her uncomfortable just to cause a mess. It's what I seem to do best now. Is it wrong that I liked it? Chapter 14. If it'll load. Chapter 14. Dipper's POV. I went into my room and sat on my bill. Okay. I went into my room and sat on my bed. Bill was gone for now, but who knows for how long. I kept thinking about how it felt. I had to admit it felt good to be all in control. But how could I put a stop to his demands? I sat and put my head in my hands. This was wrong. But you said you liked it, Bill's taunting voice said. I did. It was nice. No! I can't do this. I'm not like you, I retorted. But you can be. I mean, we're alike. Misunderstood people, the only way to escape people's glares is to do things. Things that make you feel better, Bill continued. You mean become like you? No way, I said firmly. Don't deny it, Pine Tree. You want this. Your mind is fragile already. It won't be long before I break you. Bill laughed. I gripped my head harder. Never! I yelled at myself. Dipper, are you up here? I heard Mabel walked in. I straightened up. Yeah, I replied. Wendy told me what happened. What was that all about? I asked. Mabel asked. I stammered, trying to find the right words. Don't start this demon stuff again. What's really going on, bro? You seem distant lately. You used to tell me everything. Mabel cut me off. Things are changing, Mabel. I've tried to warn you, but you won't listen. Just stay away from me. I refuse to hurt you, I said. Dipper, what do you mean? Tell me, Mabel demanded. Mabel, I'm gonna hurt you. Bill has plans and he's gonna use me to do them. He can hurt you, and Gurglestad, and anyone else in his way, I explained, tearing up. Dipper, stop this crazy talk. If you go on like this, people are going to think you're insane. They'll lock you up. Oh. Think I just got an idea for a possible fanfiction. Wink, wink. Haha. Mabel said. There she goes, calling you crazy again. Bill came back into my head. You know you hate it. Make her stop for good, he said. I looked at Mabel, who was starting to cry too. So that's what it's come to now, is it? You guys think I'm some kind of demented freak? I'm not crazy. Things are coming, Mabel, and I won't be able to be there for you. And I'm just not that brother anymore. So just stay away and leave me alone, I shouted at her. Mabel stood there shocked. I came back from wherever I had gone in my mind. What had gotten into me? Mabel, I'm sorry I snapped, I started. No, Dipper. I'm sorry I even came in here, she said, her tears falling. With that, Mabel left me alone. What did I just do? What is happening to me? I sank to my knees and cried. This is getting really good. Oh my god, I like this. Chapter 15. How long is this chapter? Oh, That's a pretty long chapter. It'll last. Bill's POV. I was breaking him little by little. I soon could take over entirely. As I sat in the back of the kid's mind and watched him cry, I realized this. What to do next? I opened Dipper's eyes. He moved away with no protest. I kept him close, though. I wanted him to see everything. Now, back in control, I stood up. Time to look in that journal. Me being Dipper, I knew where it was. I went to the drawer and pulled it out. I opened it and looked around. I closed the book and then looked at my outfit. I needed a wardrobe change. Dun dun dun! Dipper's POV. I was walking in darkness. I could tell I was dreaming. As I wandered around lost, I heard Mabel's voice. They'll lock you up. And then Grunkle Stan's voice came. I think you should go upstairs. I think you should just go upstairs. Then Winnie joined in. Just back off! And my own voice chimed in. What did you make me do? No, what did I make us do? Bill's taunting voice said. I flinched back at the words being said. I was being taunted. I hated it. The people I loved were turning on me. I needed to end this. The voices followed me, and I eventually just curled up in a corner and sat there thinking. I felt everything seemed to start to cave in on me. I woke up with a shout. I was tangled in my blankets and on the ground. I found my way to get up. Mabel was gone, so I decided to get dressed. I went to the small closet, but instead of finding my usual attire, there was something else. Why am I dressed like a priest? Pine Tree asked me. Oh, this is Bill's POV. He had put on the outfit and was looking at himself. Because it was the only thing I liked for us. I mind messaged. I look ridiculous, but okay then. He sighed. Dipper headed downstairs. I managed to keep him from wearing that annoying hat he always wore. It would ruin the look. We ran into Wendy downstairs at the shack. Wendy, I'm really sorry about what happened the other day, and Dipper started to explain himself. Dude, relax. It's okay. By the way, nice new look? Wendy asked, looking at him. About this, I wanted to change things up, I guess, Dipper replied, and rubbed away the embarrassment. Hey, I love it, I said. Shut up in there, Pine Tree thought. He went back around the shack and saw Mabel there. Mabel, hey! Sorry, that's Mabel. Mabel, hey! He said. She looked at him and turned away. What? You're giving me the silent treatment? Oh, go ahead. I kind of deserve it, Pine Tree sighed. Whoa, what the heck are you wearing? Talk about a fashion crime. Stan came outside. Just testing the waters, Dipper answered. Dude, don't go too deep, Zeus commented. I saw images flash through Dipper's mind. It was the hateful, accusing words of everyone. Wait, that was Bill. I saw everyone for a brief minute together in a picture, except they were all crossed out with an X. What? The image flashed by. I have to go now, Pine Tree said, folding his hands nervously. Well, I think he's more like me every minute. He wants them gone. I could help him with that. Dipper rushed up the stairs. They'll have turned against me. I could see it in their eyes. They think I'm crazy, he said, pacing around. Well, fine. I don't need them, Pine Tree said, kept saying to himself. I took over. I moved him towards where the book was still in the dresser. I opened it. What are you going to do? Pine Tree thought to me. Don't worry. testing the waters. Me, now Dipper replied. I waved my hands and watched a blue flame come out. Ah, yes, my power's still here. I smiled and laughed. Mabel's POV. Okay, people, emergency meeting, I said. Grunkle Stan, Wendy, and Seuss were there. Has anyone else noticed the change in Dipper? I mean, he keeps to himself, and he told me to leave him alone because he might hurt me. He always tells me it's because of this triangle guy named Bill, I said. Well, he does seem to not be himself sometimes. Mood swings, you know? Wendy said. That little dude does seem different, Seuss added. I don't know about this Bill guy. Maybe Dipper might just be changing, Gurglestan guessed. I might actually start believing him, I said. Just keep an eye on him. I'm worried. If he keeps telling things like this, then people will start to notice. If he keeps telling things like this, people will start to notice. And this new fashion choice is just out of place, even for Dipper. Don't worry, dude. I'm sure he's just fine. Seuss patted my shoulder. I don't know if he is, I answered, looking upstairs into our room.